Welcome to Worthington Home. I'm Chris. I'm on my way to Quality Consignments in Colchester, Connecticut. It was recommended to me by my friend Natalie, who has a booth there, and I'm really looking forward to checking out the space and seeing if we can find any good stuff. So let's go. I really like this cat bookend. It's reminding me a lot of Indie, $14.95. This booth space is so pretty. One of the things I'm really enjoying about Quality Consignments is that each booth space is unique, and yet they all go together really well, so the store feels very cohesive. It's such a good effect. I'm absolutely drawn to these fabulous vintage tablecloths. There's so many to choose from here. Lots of great patterns and colors. And these cups are really pretty, the cups and saucers. I sold a plate very similar to this a while back on my eBay store, but this one is a different maker. This tablecloth would provide such a great vintage look for somebody's dining room. I love this piece. Oh my goodness, there's so many more to pick from. This cat creamer and sugar set is absolutely adorable. It's also reminding me of Indie. There's a lot of Indie reminders here today. $12.99 for this set. They are so cute. Oh my goodness. This reamer set is really unusual. I wonder if the tall one is like for orange juice, and then the smaller ones are like the individual juice cups. I'm not really sure, but it has a very cool look. And the clown one is kind of cool and kind of creepy, both at the same time. This is a really pretty decor piece. You'd have to think carefully about where exactly it's going, but it could look great in the right spot. It is $20. I really like it. I love these mugs. These might be coming home with me. This is such an interesting wooden leaf tray. It has such a sculptural look. $11.99, I think. I sold a door knocker just like this a few weeks ago. They want $20 for this one. And I'm checking out all of the old vintage tins. I love the way the collection looks. This teddy bear is really sweet. And I like this tin. It has a great look. I'm trying to figure out what those are exactly. Are they lemons? Are they oranges? I'm not sure. But I also like how the side has kind of a cool mid-century modern look. This cat is reminding me of Iris. Both of my cats are representing hard today. I wish my Iris were that calm and quiet. She's not. This booth has a lot of bowls. Look at these stacking Cinderella bowls. Very pretty. These eagle bookends are awesome. These make me think of Eric because he loves vintage eagle decor. $35 for these, which I think is a fair price because they are really well done. And there's lots of cool bowls in this space. This frog seems like he knows a secret that we don't know. I'm eyeing him with suspicion. This is a pretty little stack. These are ramekins with saucers, $8.99 for that whole stack. I'm measuring this space. Care to guess why? Hint, hint, wink, wink. I think you're catching on. I like this Karak tray. I haven't seen this particular one before. I'm wondering if this one was done in acknowledgement of the bicentennial. It kind of has that effect about it. And here is the original sticker. I always love these pieces when I see them. I'm digging these pheasants for $10. I'm thinking they must be salt and pepper shakers. Yes, they are. They're really cute, made in Japan. And there's a cute set above them. This tolware piece has a great look. I love the painted details on this. $27 on this piece. The lid is especially interesting. I like it a lot. Oh my goodness, the cow creamers are adorable. I haven't often seen so many all in one place. I guess somebody is purging their collection. I'm trying to figure out which one of these I like the best. Are you having a favorite? I like this one back here. She has kind of a coy look about her. This is a beautiful wooden trunk or box. The painting on this is really unique. This piece is $68.50. It says it's signed on the back, and this looks like the original lining paper. Really nice piece. I can't figure out if this is just a little patriotic art or if this is an advertisement of some kind, but it is definitely intriguing. This framed print is lovely. This is a print of the French countryside, and the sticker said it was from the 1930s. They want $148 for it. I think it's fabulous. I also really like this painting or print of the strawberries kind of falling out of the basket. $38 for this. I think the frame complements it really nicely. This horse and foal figurine is so cute. My grandmother had a very similar one in her living room. It wasn't exactly the same, but definitely gave a similar effect. It's so sweet. $22 for that little set. I don't think I've ever seen a floral frog set in the original box before. That's very cool. And we have another iris sighting with the little red ball. Oh my gosh, that's a really cute piece. I'm appreciating how this dealer used what looks like old mattress coils to hang all kinds of ephemera on it. What a great idea. That never would have occurred to me. I love it. This is an interesting thermometer print. It looks like a hunting scene. I love little thermometer pieces. And I'm checking out this vase, or maybe it's an urn. I like the hummingbird on this and the nice metallic details. There's a nice basket collection up here. These look like Longaberger. And here's a pretty carnival glass piece. I like the shape on this, and the colors are very deep and vibrant. This is $12, little candy dish. Such a pretty piece. I really like these pieces, the thermos, and I think that's a cooler. I love the plaid on them. They have a great look. There's some pretty copper pieces here as well. All right, so we're gonna take a little stroll through the store. This is just part of the store, by the way. The entire store is quite big, but we're gonna take a walk right around this corner. I've shown you lots of booths, but I haven't given you a good sense of the overall place. So hopefully this is doing it a little bit better than I was doing it before. And I want to show you this corner, which belongs to my friend Natalie. So she rents out this space, and she has lots of interesting treasures. She's here at least once a week, mixing it up and adding some of her new finds. And there is just so much to take in her spaces. I really like that little pink bag in the corner, and she has some pretty throw pillows. And these resin grapes are awesome, very mid-century modern. And I like the brass bells as well. Here we have a nice collection of teapots. For a girl who doesn't drink much tea, I sure do enjoy them. And down here we have some really nice cups and saucers. There's some very pretty ones in this booth. I'm just going to take a minute and look through this stack of trays. I always love a painted tray, and there are some really fun ones here. This is a really unique piece. This is a sea urchin trinket box, because when don't you need a sea urchin trinket box? Always. This cornucopia is very interesting, $21.99 on that piece. This picture is lovely. I would definitely use it as a vase if I were to bring this home. It has a wonderful look. I wonder if this is sort of turn of the century. $55. It's beautiful. I like this painting a lot. The warm tone colors are so fall. They look like little pansies. $195 for this still life. It's so pretty. I like that old basket. It's nice how they have it standing on end like that. $28 for that basket. And the wreath is really interesting. And check out these old spice drawers. The knobs have a definite Delft look about them. The effect really works. Pretty piece. I am also looking at this plate for $28. I'm loving the scene on this plate. There's so much to take in. Royal Staffordshire, beautiful piece. This looks like a hand-painted tureen, if I'm not mistaken. This is another pretty booth. I like this wooden bowl. This paint is a little bit scratched up, but I think that kind of adds to its interest. $12 for that piece. This is a really pretty table runner. And I'm just putting it down so I can make sure there's no stains or problems with it. Sometimes that happens with linens. And this is my last iris sighting. This is adorable. Guess it's like a little vase or some kind of container. This would be great for pens and pencils, but my iris would break this for sure. I like these interesting brass duck bookends. $45 for these. They are so neat. And I'm checking out these corn on the cob salt and pepper shakers. Those are really wonderful. Only $5. Can't beat that. Oh, they have some Hall Poppy. That's what I collect. $30 for that piece. And the platter is right behind it. Those prices are very fair, very typical with what I usually pay for those kinds of things. Sadly, I have no more room. Otherwise, I'd be very tempted. The teapot's lovely. And here are the matching salt and pepper shakers. I have salt and pepper shakers, but mine are shaped differently. These are only $10, but again, I just don't have room for them. I'm intrigued by these shell plates. They're so pretty with the flowers and the bow. I like the gold details. Trying to see who made this. It's made in France. It doesn't say Limoges, but I love pieces made in France, and it is a set of 4. Wondering what the price is on this. Only $12. That's fantastic if you ask me. I love Mara mugs. I recently bought some. You'll see that in a future video. $14.95 is the going rate. All right, that was a lot of fun. It's time to head home, and I'm going to show you what I picked up. I had such a great time at Quality Consignment in Colchester. What a great place, and I'm so glad I finally checked it out because it's been recommended to me again and again and again. And one of my friends who's a viewer of this channel, Natalie, hi Natalie, had recommended it to me because she is actually one of the dealers in that place. Natalie is great. I met her when she came to pick up an item at my online estate sale. So when it was pickup day, she came. She was so sweet. She brought me a gift, which I loved. And then we got to chatting, and she told me that she had her own booth at Quality Consignment and that I should check it out. And yeah, it was just well worth the trip. So I really enjoyed speaking to the owner, Cheryl. She was lovely. And I also met Christine, who works there, who was awesome as well. And I got to check out lots of the different booths, as you saw in my video footage. And I even decided to purchase a few things, mostly for resale on eBay, and two things for me. I think it was two things for me. So what I found first, I loved, but I am going to put it on my eBay store. Oh my gosh, it's so good. I'm going to try to put it on my eBay store. You know how I get. But I found these beautiful mugs. Oh my gosh, they are so good, and they're so fall. Aren't these fabulous? So starting with this one is a pheasant, and it tells you all about the bird on the back. And this is by Dunoon, a fine bone china maker in England. And then this one is a red grouse. It's so great. And again, little description on the back, and same maker. So, I mean, these are so fabulous. I am really enjoying finding different kinds of decor pieces for the fall, besides just the typical kind of Halloween decor, which I love and do plan to use around the house. But sometimes it's nice to get something that is a little bit more subtle and interesting and antique looking or vintage looking. And I think these mugs fit the bill. I also have to show you, they have the little bird depicted on the front inside the rim. I love that. So I got those. I also picked up this awesome Tollware tissue holder. I have one. Mine is like a creamy color. So this one is black, and it's got the great flowers on it. And this was hand painted in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. So a great little piece. I haven't decided yet if I'm parting with that or not. We will see. I also picked up these two beautiful plates. These to me look very, I don't know, very Dutch, or very like, I'm going to say this wrong. I know I'm going to pronounce this wrong, but it's like Quimper or Quimper or something, which is Brittany. And that's France. So I don't know which this is best representing, but these I thought were absolutely lovely. These would be so pretty on little plate stands in a hutch or on a shelf. This would look so pretty just propped up in a china cabinet. You could actually use them for serving. I just thought they were so sweet. There is some like cracking in the glaze on this piece, like crazing. But honestly, things like that don't bother me at all. And I think if anything, it just adds to the charm. So I'm sorry about the cats. They're playing loudly in the background. Here is the back stamp. I'm hoping you can see that. But yeah, I thought these were just beautiful. Okay, you know I love my cups and saucers. So I found this beautiful one with the pink flowers. This is so elegant. This is the Shelley piece. So here is the little Shelley back stamp. And let's see if this tells me the pattern. Nope, it doesn't say the pattern on it. So we'll just call it Pretty Pink Flowers. I think that definitely describes what's going on here. I also got this one. I loved the black, very kind of dramatic, but also so elegant. Isn't that so, so pretty? This one is Ainsley, made in England. Love Ainsley. I always pick up Ainsley pieces when I find them. So I loved that. And then in a very different kind of zone, I picked up this crock tray. I thought this one was really, really awesome. It has kind of like a bicentennial vibe happening. Love this guy. I just thought this was great. I love the whale, especially here in the corner. So this was made, as I said, by Croc, and it has its original sticker on it. So this will be going on my eBay store. Love that. And then the last thing I picked up is for me. I'm gonna put this on my dining room table. This is perfect with my wallpaper and is also so, so nice for the fall. So it is this fabulous dining room table runner. And I love the gold tones on this. Again, great for fall, but also will look really nice with my dining room wallpaper. Let me kind of move over to the dining room wallpaper so you can kind of see that this will be a really nice match on the dining room table. So I'll be putting this on shortly. I was just waiting so that I could show you. And yeah, that was my little haul, tiny haul from my store in Colchester. That was just a really fun stop. The prices there were really, really good. And the place was surprisingly large. When I parked in the parking lot, I just sort of saw the store front and I thought it was gonna be, you know, just kind of a modest, which is fine, just kind of a modest sized store. But it was like, there were like labyrinths. You go to one booth and then another booth and then there's another set of rooms and then another set of rooms. So there was really a lot to see. I have to tell you, every single booth with no exception was beautifully displayed. There was no junk, there was no clutter. Everything was priced. Oh, it's so nice when everything is priced in a store, and it's so rare in my world. I was just very pleased to be able to see the prices. I didn't negotiate or haggle for anything. The prices were honestly excellent. They were so good that there were some things that I could even buy to resell on eBay. So that was nice. There were a few things I was tempted by that I didn't pick up only because I was already buying some stuff. I didn't really need more. But honestly, if I were to go there tomorrow, I would be able to purchase more stuff and I wouldn't bat an eye. So definitely a well worth it trip if you're looking for something to do. I'm also really hoping that I myself might become a dealer in that store soon. So I'm meeting with the owner next week. We're gonna talk a little bit more about it, and hopefully I will get that booth space that I have been wanting for months and months and months. And I've already been putting stuff away for it, as you know, if you watch these videos. So if that works out, I will be a very happy girl indeed. Here is the new table runner. I think it has a really nice fall look. I like the pattern on this very much, and I like the colors. And right now I have this, oop, that was Licorice's tail. Right now I have this really beautiful brass urn with candlesticks over it. You're gonna see this urn in a whole video very soon. Actually, I think that's my next video that is queued up. But I think the runner has a really nice look, and I think it's pretty because it's got, of course, a pattern to it, but I think the pattern is subtle enough that it doesn't get lost among all of the other kinds of patterns and things I have going on in this room. You know me, more is more, but I'm very happy with this runner, and I think it will be a great piece for years to come. This is my favorite chair to sit in the entire house. This chair belonged to my mother. It's a Lazy Boy recliner. It is the most comfortable chair ever known to man. But anyway, I often sit here in the evenings and I do my eBay listings and I watch a little TV and the cats are curled up on my lap. And because I am allergic to virtually everything, fortunately not dog or cat hair, but everything else, oops, I keep my box of tissues right here, and you can see it's not very beautiful. But what if I were to substitute that generic tissue box for something that looks more like this. Let's try it, see what happens. Well, I think that looks a lot better. Of course, I love tool work, so anything painted on metal is going to get my attention. And I think this takes a very boring looking tissue box, maybe even sort of unsightly, and turns it into something interesting and vintage, which of course always appeals to me more. By the way, I never light this candle here. It just gives off a nice scent even when it's unlit, so I leave it here for that reason. I also love the color blue on the outside, so that stays there, but never lit there, I assure you. And this little lamp belonged to my mother, so I enjoy seeing it when I'm in here. And here's the rest of this space, in case you're wondering, including the old tissue box that I will be throwing out right after this segment. So after Quality Consignments, I went to Plainville and I was meeting a viewer of this channel, Polly. Hi, Polly, if you're watching. I was meeting Polly at Plainville Goodwill. She had purchased something from my eBay store and we agreed to exchange it to spare her the shipping. Anyway, I was meeting Polly, and while I was waiting for her, I thought, let me just pop into Goodwill, see if they have anything. They were very picked over. There were a few things that went in my cart and they went back out of my cart. I was really trying to just only pick up things that I think are kind of special and really beautiful and really sellable. I have so much inventory, so many things to list right now. I didn't need just like a lot of stuff. And I felt like most of what I was seeing that day was just a lot of stuff. I think I was not there at a great time because I have found really nice things in that Goodwill before. So I ended up just coming home with this one little Delft planter. It's so cute with a little windmill, you know, the whole Delft thing. And I have a little collection of Delft. I enjoy it. When Eric and I went to Holland a few years ago, we went to the Delft factory, and that was such a fun day. So now whenever I see Delft, I remember that trip and it makes me smile. So that's why I collect Delft when I see it. So that was it. So overall, a really fun day. I talked to so many great people. I ran into a few viewers of the channel while I was in Plainville Goodwill, so that was really fun. And yeah, that was it. I ended up heading home. Eric and I went out to eat that evening. I had gotten caught up with my listings before my next video went out, so I was able to have a little bit of downtime and relax, and it was really fun. So great day. I thought I would show you how pretty this little Delft planter looks when grouped with some other Delft pieces. This is on the top shelf of my bookcase in the dining room. And I'm still not sure if I'm keeping this one or not, but whether I do or whether somebody else ends up with it, it is a great piece. And I think it would look especially lovely with a plant inside it. Well, I think we can all agree this is not a sight you see every day. We are about to take down this massive sugar maple tree, and this crane is going to help us do it. It's incredible to me how high this thing is reaching. This is from Tri-State Crane Service in Southington. And this is the tree climber / tree surgeon getting all of his gear on. I wouldn't want his job for $10 million. He's getting ready to get lifted by this crane, and just the thought of it is making my stomach drop down to my knees. And there he goes. Holy moly, all the way to the top of this tree. And so it's amazing. The crane is able to position him in exactly the right location. This is so precise. And here goes our first bough. Look at how carefully this is being lowered to the ground. It's amazing. I mean, this is a really expensive way to take down a tree, but it is so safe and precise and very minimal damage. And there it is, gently being laid down. Isn't that incredible? It's fascinating to watch this. And so here is the progress that we have been making. You can see there are some boughs down at this point, and they're just taking one at a time. And the tree climber's still in there. And here we go with another bough being gently lowered down. I mean, this isn't even making a mark on our yard. It's unbelievable how incredibly clean and professional this is. By the way, the tree service that we're using is Rogan Enterprises. They've been doing a great job. We're really happy with them so far. And there is our tree, just about done. Oh my goodness. This has been a few hours now that this has been going on. And there is our friend, the tree climber, just reaching up to get that last little bit. I couldn't imagine working at those heights. I can't even conceive of anything more terrifying. And here is a good chunk of the actual tree trunk coming down. It is a lot bigger than it looks from this video. And there is the lone standing trunk. The tree surgeon is cutting it from beneath, but the crane is holding it up at the same time. And there it is down. And there is the trunk. This was a huge sugar maple, and we really struggled about the idea of taking it down, but we were really afraid that in a bad storm, this would fall on our house, on our barn, on our cars, across the road. Eric just had a really bad feeling about it, and so we decided to follow his instincts. And there we are acting goofy, like we cut down this massive tree, which we couldn't have done if we had 10,000 years. And this is the old sugar maple that was the same age and randomly fell in a windstorm and created a lot of havoc. And that's why we were afraid and decided to cut down the one you just saw. And here's what happened when the last one fell. It crushed Eric's dad's van. Oh my gosh, thank God he wasn't in it at the time. Nobody got hurt, but it was a healthy tree and the root systems just gave out for no reason. So that was our project. We're saying goodbye to this beautiful tree. We are definitely going to plant some trees to replace it. It was very interesting to see these guys at work. It occurs to me that there haven't been any fur baby sightings in this video so far, so I thought I would show you a very sleepy Miss Iris chilling out on the dining room table where she should not be, but she's awfully cute, and she is going to be fast asleep in about 2 seconds, judging from the sight of her. Licorice is also chilling out. She's got her favorite bee. She's not been kind to this bee. She's torn off a wing and an eye and its nose, but she loves it. It's an odd way to show her love, but that's my girl for ya. Hey, pretty. What you doing, Licorice? You good girl? Yeah, she's a good girl with her bee. Here we have Wilson. He's found himself a nice sunny spot in the library. This is probably his favorite room in the house. He's just hanging out. He's had a stressful day. It's been very loud around here. We've had some tree work done. There were lots of machines and saws, and the big guy is not into it. Last but not least, here's our cutie Indy, just hanging out on the sofa in the library. This is lately his go-to. And he looks very cozy and comfy and a little bit ruffled, but no worse for the wear. Indy, you want to look at us, honey? Boy, everybody's tired. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit like and subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps my channel grow. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.